Hey there babes, I'd like to start this video off with an apology, which I know is how I started the last video, but this is a real apology. I haven't uploaded as often as I usually do. This is because I'm actually working on a very big project, something bigger than I've ever worked on before. I'm recording videos over multiple days, conducting interviews, and even now when I consider myself halfway done with filming, I'm now coming up with new things I need to film. Needless to say, this video is going to be very big and I really hope you guys are gonna love it. But even though I am so incredibly busy, I decided to fit in a little time to record a video for you guys just because I'm just so incredible and amazing and I give so much to you because I'm literally a goddess. In some ways, I do believe you guys should pray to me. Because let's be honest guys, at this point there's no way my ego can get any bigger, so you might as well throw everything you've got at me. I'm sorry, let's get on with the video. I have a nearly genius IQ of 142. Although measured by Focus magazine, it was 172. It can vary with illness and test bias, etc. I'm clearly ambidextrous. I have a larger than normal head size, at least for women. I have a degree. I am utterly useless at maths and learning languages though. Started reading of my own volition at 3. Went to school prematurely. Don't you start school at 4 years old? That's not that prematurely. Started my own art style, have predicted events, and sometimes what people are thinking. Okay, think of any number. It was 3, wasn't it? Yes? I knew it! I'm a mind reader. And still, I'm an unmitigated failure in life despite constantly trying to succeed. Ah yes, depression, the only true sign of a genius. Having intellectual, creative, and brain abilities means zero zip if people don't like you. Ah well, the degrees of life show less. Well, maybe if you weren't such a pillock, Karen. Last week, I corrected my professor in art history class, and she took it pretty hard. I basically proved her knowledge wrong and got thrown out of class for it. Thankfully, rest of the students protested this move and followed me out. They asked me to hold the next class at my house and teach them the next chapter. Eventually, we all went to the department head and complained, so the teacher is now suspended and I have an A in the class. You know we are in the same class, right? We literally had a lecture today and you didn't even bother to show up, and you have the audacity to spread these lies. Listen, Mum and Dad, I know you haven't seen me in a while since I went away to college, and I know you always thought I was incredibly lazy and I didn't take anything seriously, but listen, today I proved the teacher wrong. And then I taught the whole class the next chapter of the book myself, and then the teacher got fired, and then I got an A, which is the most important part of the story. What do you mean that all sounds like horse shit? Adding to my post-lockdown predictions, the face mask will be rightly regarded as a symbol of obsequious obedience and grotesque compliance with arbitrary and ignorant authority. What you saying about face masks, buddy? On a serious note, wear face masks after lockdown. Governments want to take away the right to hide your face, ingrain it in your culture. You should not be annoyed by the government asking you to wear face masks. You should take it as a god-darn blessing. I'm actually using reverse psychology to get you to reinforce the beliefs you hold that will lead to your eventual destruction, and there is nothing you can do about it. So wait, you're telling me something I don't believe in order to make me to believe it more, so eventually I'll believe the fact that's false, although I already believe it, and that it didn't. Or you could just state your case like a normal person. Art is not subjective. Humor is not subjective. Taste is not subjective. Subjectivity is a meaningless word. This whole discourse is an invention of empty and weak people who are either too dumb or too impatient or too wretched to see beauty. Ding dong, your opinion is wrong. There are only two things that are funny in this world: Rick and Morty and me. I am 16 years old and I can solve all kinds of Schrödinger equations. Is this normal? Watching a number file video on YouTube doesn't make you a genius, it just means you're going to be depressed in your 20s. I was told I was too much of an intellectual. Nobody can have big conversations anymore. This is why our world is doomed to fail. You'd rather melt your brains with politics or whatever show on TV. I feel so out of place. Ah yes, the most intellectual opinion. Politics don't matter. Politicians are just big babies. Their thoughts and actions don't have any impact on mine or anyone else's life. Government man can't tell me what to do, except for when it comes to taxes and laws. I had a nightmare my D&D character died. A member of my group Discord took the opportunity and ran with it. Had a nightmare Ma died. I dreamed about a processor made of emerald that had parts of the interior crystalline structure replaced with graphene circuit parts, but the composition of the replaced parts were those of a Kagome wicker design that allowed only a single electrons to easily float one direction on the graphene tunnels with only magnetic force. One path each way, so a 0 or a 1 could exist in both states in transit, manipulated by shaping a magnetic field and harmonics. Before I could figure out what it did, I woke up. There's probably a reason I remember one dream every few months. Lol. I'm just so fucking quirky. Date me. What workouts did he do? I work out with my brain by reading philosophy and oh god, I'm not gonna try. While some enjoy the thrill of physical combat, I get more excited at the prospect of engaging in intellectual combat, whether it takes the form of a debate or model United Nations. Nerd! Utter nerd. This is why we bully. Remember, it's never okay to bully people unless they're theatre kids or debate kids. Then it's fair game. You are helping them. It will make them stronger politicians. The theatre kids, that's just for fun. My friend told me that he made lithium react with argon. Liar! XD. He would be lying. Lithium argon is not as stable at normal pressures. It needs to be under 1.624 e to the 7 psi. That's 16 million psi. Ooh! Nobody cares. The most liked comment on YouTube is, "I'm the bald guy. You are not going to peak with stuff like this." Laugh away. I know how to divide by 0. I haven't figured out the mathematical/physical ramifications of my discovery all the way yet. But, needless to say, I feel a great responsibility to research its effect on reality before publishing my work. Like I said, laugh away, but I've outpaced Einstein and Stephen Hawking, both of whom are dead and therefore very easy to outpace, by discovering math they couldn't envision. And I'm withholding my ideas until I'm okay with understanding what will happen to the public when I expect to release this new, outrageously simple but pretty damn profound teaching that will redefine our view of reality and space/time. Again, laugh, but be ready to eat crow later. Wait a minute, didn't the original War Machine actor, the Patriot actor, get fired from filming any more Iron Man movies because he thought that you could divide by 0 and he kept that a secret too? Oh no, that was Teriology. That means that 1 times 1 equals 2. I'm not sure which of these is worse. Some small brain energy going on right here. Before calculators, people used an abacus. I get it, many won't. That doesn't mean you're smart, that just means you're old, for both of these things. Thoughts while bored. When I'm bored and I have nothing to do except lie in bed, I tend to think a lot, whether it be about space, because space is epic, science, or life in general. I always do it when I'm bored with nothing to do. Like once, I came up with my own theory of the universe. It was really abstract, and it actually has lots of depths. Abstract. Depth. Pretty sure these are like oxymorons of each other, because I thought about it a lot. But yeah, I am somehow more productive when I'm bored. Wow. Ooh, science is so cool. Oh, no, what's this? Oh, no. Get out of here! Get away from me! No, stop it! That's better. Oh, now this is real science. Just doing a little light reading on the singularity, general relativity, Big Bang, and quantum mechanics. I'm just so smart. All my information comes from compressed versions of subjects written by people with points on a website, rather than actual knowledgeable people on the subject. Brain power 100. I love The Office just as much as the next guy, but I do not believe that this is true. Not for a second. The Office takes an advanced level of sense of humour to understand and enjoy. Friends is more dumbed down show. They even tell you when to laugh. That show is probably the most rewatched show because more simple-minded people can watch it. Oh, you need a degree to understand The Office. Remember the first episode where the boss runs around and screams the N-word? Yeah, you might not understand the comedy in this, but it takes a very advanced. You wouldn't get it with your simple mind. Does anyone else have this dilemma? I have a group of close lady friends, and they are amazing people. Sensitive to all my needs, being an I, when they're all ease, totally kind, inclusive, but not pushy. But I get so bored with them after a little while. They talk about the same thing, kids, conflicts, and how they want to avoid conflict. It's so boring. Their kids aren't sportsy or nerdy, so they just kind of do school and jump on the trampolines. They aren't really into stuff beyond Pokemon Go and romantic comedies. The fuck are these kids into romantic comedies? Meanwhile, I write, ride, and compete with horses, do art, travel, try new foods, try new things in general, sing for fun, video games, collab with comic strip artists, take classes for the hell of it, working on Norse mythology diploma right now, etc. Am I being too hard on them? Shouldn't I endure it? Because they are also generous to my intellect? Am I being ridiculous at being frustrated? Their children are just so dumb, not as smart as me, a fully functioning adult. Why won't your kids do something interesting like ride horses? Why are your kids on the trampoline and not doing like Norse mythology or something? I just don't get it, you're so boring. I am just so intelligent compared to your children. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed this little video. This is a bit thrown together at the last minute, so I do hope you enjoyed it, because again, I am working on a very big project. I've never worked on something this large. I really hope I can get this big video out in a week's time. That is the shortest term goal. However, as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm coming up with new things, and therefore it will either be at the end of this week, it might be at the end of next week. I really can't say at this point, but I'm really enjoying making it, so I really hope you guys will enjoy it too. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, like the video, and commenting on the video is the best way you can support the video. I read every single comment, and I'm really making an effort recently to try and reply to as many comments as I can. I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, and I have a Discord. All those links will be down below. I also have a Patreon, don't feel like you need to support it. Obviously, money may still be tight for you right now, so do not feel any pressure to support that. But as a bonus for Patreons, I'm now putting my very creepy DMs I get from people and my responses to them on my Patreon for Patreons to see, so that's a little bonus for you. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.